The part you use with chamomile is the flower. It has a warm energy. And it affects the nerves, the stomach, the kidneys, and the liver. So even sometimes you have upset stomach, people take chamomile. And because it's a flower, you don't really want to boil it. You also want to learn how do you use the different herbs, how you prepare different herbs. So things that are like delicate and soft like a flower, you don't boil them. You boil the water and then put them in the water. Things like the astragalus, which is a piece of wood, you gotta boil it for a while to get the healing properties out. Other things that are leaves, sometimes you can like boil it for like a minute or two and then take it off the burner and keep it covered. That's called steeping. Then it just, the heat steeps the healing properties into the water that way. That's what you should do with softer, like with leaves. That's how you, because you don't just boil everything. Boiling can destroy the healing properties in leaves and flowers. Some leaves are harder than the others. Like the mullein is very, very soft, but it is a leaf. What other leaves do we have over there? Chamomile is that's like the flower buds as well as the leaves. That's, if you look at it, that's a lot more stronger than the mullein. So the different ones, they look different ways, and they have different strengths. I'm watching it. Hold it up. Look at your bag. That's what I said. What are you doing? Why did the bag? We started on first. She went to the store. I'm doing this right. She going home and cook her. I said, I'm going to the store too. I said, I'm taking one little spread like this. Everybody's bag is packed. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this right. Not either way, Lord. See, I'm following. I was judging. Doing this right. What's your name? Sakara. Sakara. She came and showed us how to do it, man. Yeah. She is. I said, wait, I'm doing something wrong. Don't let this for me. Okay, I'm not doing this right. So what's on the table that we haven't spoken about yet?
The cinnamon.
The cinnamon. Well, we all know cinnamon. But because it's a bark, it needs to be boiled vigorously to get the healing properties out. Where most of the other things we have are leaves, soft leaves, fluffy leaves, that you have to treat very delicately. Wow. No, I want to die, but I'll break it. She said you want the chicken. She was not playing. I was like, real? Oh, she's serious. So things like the cinnamon bark and the astragalus, you have to boil vigorously to get the healing properties out. Whereas other things like the mullein, the chamomile, the plantain, the nettle leaves, you want to boil the water, put them in it, and then take it off the fire. So part of learning how to use herbs is learning how to treat them in different ways.
Oh no.
That's what that is.
You don't want to try it.
Sure. Absolutely.
I don't think that's that was for the previous class. That was for the other class. I'm telling you, I'm like, oh my God.
Right there, y'all. Look what I have. Look.
So what do we have on the table that we didn't cover?
There's 7 baths.
No.
And what did you say? The plantain was a healer for, I mean, you know.
Oh, I didn't finish. Plantain draws out poisons. I think I started the story about this, the mongoose and the snake, and I didn't finish.
Go find the plantain.
Yeah, so once he gets bitten by the snake, all he does is go run and find a plantain and he's fine.
And you know what I noticed? Like when we watch the animal shows, they know everything in nature that's healing.
Absolutely.
They know where to go because
Absolutely.
they go eat stuff that you can't right
Yes.
because they know
It healed.
Yeah.
So plantain is one of those that draws out poisons. Draws out poisons. And the plantain is a leaf. The part of the herb we use is a leaf. Who is that?
Stop playing.
Thank you for your delicateness. You can be a little more aggressive with herbs.
You know, I'm just going to take a little
No,
bit.
Yeah, you got bags. But did we cover everything on the table? Is there
You
anything?
said the plantain, right?
It draws out choices, that's the
Choices.
way it's saying.
Now, how are these, can I ask you a question about how or where these herbs are from? Are they, I mean, you know, not these in particular.
If we took a walk in Central Park or any of the general bigger parks, we can find a lot of herbs.
Really?
You can find a lot of herbs. Now, some are specific to different
Tell
areas.
them when we see them, right?
That's the other part, right. I used to do herb walks too, so maybe I'll have to figure that out and do an herb walk with you guys.
Have you, I mean, you have been in Central Park, you've seen these herbs?
Yes.
This one looks familiar, I don't know.
Did we miss anything that's on the table, or did we cover everything?
We covered it.
Okay. So, preparation. You can't just boil everything. As you can tell by what you've gathered, some are soft and delicate, others are hard as a rock and maybe can't even break it. So generally, you have a sheet in front of you, the green sheet, creating herbal formulas for teas. So just take turns between you and somebody read a paragraph here, a paragraph there. Doesn't matter who.
We use all parts of the herb for therapeutic healing. The roots, bark, stem, leaves, flowers, seeds, and buds. The life force, the chi, or prana, flows through the herb on a cycle which governs when we should harvest them. They can be made into teas, capsules, tinctures, etc. Some herbs are best taken hot, others should only be taken cold. More in-depth information is taught in the herb course.
So that just gives you a general idea of the range of herbs, how to collect, how to prepare, and just look in front of you. Your mullein is very soft and fluffy. You can't boil that because it's too delicate. The cinnamon is hard and sometimes you can't even break it. You have to boil that vigorously. So that's what we mean. You have to handle them in certain ways, prepare them in certain ways to get the therapeutic properties out. Harvesting. Just think about the cycle of life from season to season. And if you think about winter, everything is dead. But as soon as the spring starts coming, life begins to grow. So what you want to learn is the cycle of life energy. So in the winter, there's no energy in anything. So to try to harvest something in winter, you almost can't. One, because it's probably not growing anywhere. That means the energy is not available. As soon as you start seeing buds, that's telling you the energy is now on the move in the earth. And you want to harvest when the energy is in the part of the plant you want to use. So we talked about mullein. Mullein is a leaf. So you have to wait till it comes out of the ground, it grows up a little bit, and it's at the peak of its growth. When the plant is full, that's when you want to harvest the leaves, because everything grows on an energy cycle. So as soon as it leaves the earth, it will have one appearance. So maybe if you want to do buds, maybe that's the time to get a bud, a flower, before it begins to open, because there are some herbs where you use the buds. At the same point, you might want to get it on the cycle going down, because see, the energy goes on the cycle. The energy comes up from the roots, and as it's growing, it's now full in the stems and the leaves. So if you want to use cinnamon, you want to gather your cinnamon bark after it's come up, but before the flowers come, because that means the energy is fully in the bark. Once it's the flower, that means the energy is passing through and it's not as potent before the flowers bud. So you learn the energy cycle. If you want mullein is it's just like if you saw it in the book, it's like a soft velvety leaf, very soft and velvety. And you want to catch the leaf when it's at its full growth, before it flowers. As soon as it flowers, energy is going to do something else. So you want to try to catch the energy on its path up, not on its path down. But you can still harvest on the path down, but it's better catching energy when it's on the up cycle. So that's mullein. The same thing with nettles. Nettles is also a leaf. Nettles, we didn't mention, nettles is also very, very good for the blood. It's a blood builder. And that's very prolific. I see it all the time around. So maybe
nettles is good for everything.
It is, it's very, very good. People even use it for hair dye to cover the gray.
Right.
To cover the gray, just like make a cup of tea. And after you wash your hair, you just rinse it. You use it as a rinse.